Hey guys, we're bringing you another game from the Gamestah Ember series week 1. This is a game from round of 2. Royal Allegiance up against the Gaming Gladiators on the Infernal Shrines. Now, Royal Allegiance on the left-hand side kick it off with the Illidan and the Zagara ban. Now, the Illidan pick is a great one in the meta right now. Very strong, brilliant map for him. Plenty of brawling potential, lots of open spaces for him to chase upon. And very strong dueling to take both the Infernal Shrine itself, as well as catch any members that try and take it on their own. Now, Zagara also a great, strong solo laner. Plenty of vision to aid the team in their capturing points, but the Maul's going to find a lot of value in all the choke points surrounding the map.
Yeah, so Gaming Gladiators, for their first bans, they actually choose Kael'thas and Mirrodin. So, you know what? Both very strong bans. Kael'thas, no stranger to the danger, in fact. With the ultimate Phoenix ability, going to be able to pick up those Infernal Shrine Skulls very easily, or just zone players out of getting them themselves. Gravity Lapse, also a very strong form of CC, in which you can deal a lot of damage while that's active. Mirrodin, also a very strong tank, arguably one of the stronger tanks, and really just, pushes the other team away from picking up bruises and that sort of thing, if they chose to pick it up, so very, very strong.
Yes, we see Royal Allegiance opening up the draft with the Sonya. Now, this is a strong solo laner. It's a bruiser, which is very heavily favoured in the meta right now, but it's interesting because they actually prefer it over the Frau, and for good reason too. Sonya finds a lot more value when trying to take those shrines, so a great solid opening for them.
Yeah, and the reason she gets value is because they're healing, and a lot of different reasons, but the first picks coming out of Gaming Gladiators is actually going to be Felstad and Thrall. So Felstad, a lot of global pressure. The Gust is obviously a very strong ultimate that can split up the team, and also talking about splitting up the team, we have Thrall as well with the Sundering, a very strong duelist and can probably go up against the likes of Sonya. So with the self-healing, going to be very, very durable as well.
Yeah, and then Sylvanas and Rhaegar are picked up before the second set of bans came around. Sylvanas, pretty self-explanatory, brilliant wave clear, but also allows you to really punish a team if you pick up that Immortal. Rhaegar, no question really on that pick as well. One of the best supports for this map. Obviously, the Lightning Shield combined with level 1 talent is going to allow you to just disintegrate it.
Indeed. So the picks we see after that for Gaming Gladiators is actually Li Ming and ETC. So, this is pretty interesting here. What they do when they pick up a Li Ming is actually, encourage another mage to be picked up at least. So, very strong rage on the Li Ming, going to be able to do a lot of damage with the reset potential, and ETC, the big threat himself with the Mosh Pit, going to be very strong. And if you look at the side of Royal Allegiance, Skimmy, they don't actually have a lot of CC, so the ETC Mosh Pit's going to be quite effective in that regard.
Yeah, and as a result of that, they decide to go for the Joanna on the side of Royal Allegiance. They need some wave clear. They need some CC as well so that Condemn can come across and just try and catch out ETC if he just telegraphs it just a little bit too hard. And the blind is going to be quite nice to prevent a lot of the damage coming out the Thrall and Falstad as they try and blow somebody up. But the Lunara pick is the most interesting one here. They've seen that ETC is being picked up with Rhaegar already taken on the board. It seems kind of self-explanatory that they're going to go for the Uther to try and combine the two together, get the Divine Shield Mosh Pit combo off. So Lunara is going to try and punish what the Uther is going to bring to the table.
And sure enough, after that, they picked up the Uther. So just like Skimmy was saying, it really synergizes well with the ETC. And even if the ETC doesn't get what he's looking for, gets a nice Mosh Pit without a Divine Shield, what they can then do is run in with the Thrall, go very deep with the Thrall, and follow it with a Divine Shield onto Thrall and allow him to get a lot of picks there. So a lot of different ways they can play this. Going to be very interesting. We'll see you in there.
Here we are now on the Infernal Shrines, round 2 of the Gamestah Ember series, and on the left-hand side it is Royal Allegiance, rocking that blue colour. Elo on Johanna, Can't You on Lunara, Grumpshot playing Rhaegar, Damage on Sylvanas, and Bullcrow playing the Sonya.
And we have the Gladiators of Gaming themselves, the Gaming Gladiators, and on the right-hand side we do see Dalfair playing Uther, Whiskey playing Felstad, Zemi on ETC, LAF Virus on Li Ming, and Big Pond playing Thrall.
Big Pond 4570. What a number, what a name, what does it mean? Spin a yarn.
Probably means that he's a small fish in a big pond, and he's just trying to make his mark in the world and Heroes of the Storm in the Nexus, and really push for get that $50 in the Ember series. Really, Skimmy, that's probably what he's looking for. So might be a bit of an engagement here. Though already Bullcrow getting stunned so early at the bot lane, already a pick onto the Lunara. So finding themselves a cheeky kill there. Didn't actually take their whole team. Didn't even catch that. Was so focused on the other member of the team, Bullcrow. But he did get taken out, and Lunara certainly did.
Yeah, well, she just waltzed on in there so gracefully with those hoofs. and she walked out with a broken leg. So, you know, she got peeled back, she started this game off, but it doesn't matter too much. At this stage of the game, you're basically worth a couple of minions, so you're not going to be too upset with that one. Interesting to note, those Starvings, they have 2 members in the top lane. I think Zami was just trying to get an easy kill.
Yeah, it didn't even mount up for it though, so it made it a bit hard for him to get there. LF Virus now sitting there himself and has to back off as he was seen by the Wisp there. So Wisps, you know, who could have known they'd be so useful apart from gathering lumber and gold if you've ever played Warcraft 3, but certainly a good use for them in this game. Delphir maybe looking to get a stun off here, can't you? Dealing a bit of damage to him as he backs off, but a bit of a rotate to the top lane now onto this Bullcrow.
Yeah, no, an interesting thing to bring up, Starving, whilst they do these rotates, is that they've actually got Falstead in the top lane soaking. Now, interesting is the fact that, you know, Thrall is conventionally your top lane soaker, your top lane solo laner for that, but, you know, they're trying to bring him into the fold to actually get a bit of damage, a bit of CC to bring to the fight.
Yeah, a bit of a fight going already down, but Zemi took a bit of damage as he face-checked that brush, but they weren't able to kill him. Of course, the cow himself is so beefy. And, you know, the first point is probably going to be activating pretty soon, and I called it. Look at that, and on the tip of the tongue, on the tip of the mind, and there it goes. 10 seconds for that first shrine, and what we usually see here is both teams really just trying to wrap things up in both lanes, get their next talent here, and move up as quickly as they can.
Yeah, level 4 is just on the horizon here. Damage dropped to half, but he's pushed that wave in quite well, and he's forcing Big Pond to respond to it. Whether or not he goes up straight away, we'll have to see, but damage, I don't know if he has the well available. He's posturing around on that Gilligo Gruff. Gilligo Gruff? I believe it's the Headless Horseman, mate.
Yeah, indeed. So here we go. The shrine is activated now, and it is the first one is the Arcane Punisher. LF Virus is now met with Delphir at the top lane, and the Thrall is not far behind as well. He does actually ping out for a defensive ping, and notices that Can't You is running past. I think he was in line of sight. Not too sure though. He is coming out behind Can't You now. Whiskey is posturing himself to get ready for the fight as well. Nice follow up onto Can't You. Will he go down? No, he says, "You can't kill me. I'm Can't You." So Whiskey actually getting returned onto him by himself here, getting dropped very nicely there by the combo there. Very nice, and that is one down for the side of Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, it ended up becoming a bit of a bait, really, in all honesty. The Arcane Orb skimming Lunara, but the fight is not over there, Starving. They're still looking for more. Can't You just trying to find as much poison damage as possible.
Yeah, and that's the good thing with Can't You there. We talked about this before the game even started, Skimmy. The sustained damage is really going to make it hard for Uther to, you know, allocate his healing, and it's going to maybe throw him off focus a wee bit. So you can see already that they're struggling to get themselves back into position here. They're really playing this well. Royal Legion's posturing very nicely, and we do see Can't You at the back line there trying to be as much of a pestering person as he can, a pestering person I should say. Sammy getting taken so low, sub 10% HP, gonna heal himself up a wee bit and actually port out of there.
Yes, you can see really what the comp of Gaming Gladiators is intended to do is short, snappy burst fights. They want to try and find the kill straight away with that power slide and just end it before Delphir gets punished too heavily as a result of his burst heals. Now, really what's going on here is you know, Laf Virus is trying to find as much damage as possible. Has gone for that Arcane Orb build to start things off. Whether or not he follows and commits with it, we'll have to see. But the first Punisher does go through for Royal Allegiance. Yeah,
and Li Ming is certainly one of those characters that towards the later stages of the game start finding her being a lot more aggressive and a lot more potential starts just oozing out of that character. So Falstead actually in the bottom lane here getting a bit of soak Skimmy as the Arcane Punisher does well on his friend's tower, but Bullcrow engaging him in the bot lane, and LA Virus is actually very low and needs to be very careful with Skimmy.
Yeah, so they're just trying to get as much value out of it as possible. They might even look to try and go for the fort, but Sylvanas is doing the job that he can, or that she can really. And well, Thrall just a little bit too aggressive there, gets punished, but the Punisher is still hanging on for dear life. 9% health, but that's Sylvanas doing what Sylvanas does.
Oh man, they got so much worth out of that, and with Sylvanas, it's no surprises why. Skimmy actually mentioned this while the draft was going on, and said just how effective the Punisher can be in the hands of Sylvanas, and that just really shows it there. So they managed to clear the whole top lane, so very impressive here as they actually rotate towards the middle lane. Such a sizable XP advantage for Royal Allegiance at the moment, Skimmy.
Yeah, well right now it's say they've got 7. Gaming Gladiators still half a level away from it, and they're just basically playing their comp pretty well right now. They realise what their conditions are, they just need to find those sustained fights, and Gaming Gladiators haven't been able to find those burst engagements they've been after so far.
Yeah, and while there's a bit of downtime, Skimmy, why don't we have a quick look over the talents? What are you to see so far?
Well, so far so good. I mean, it's pretty standard across the board. If we look at Lunara, that's really the one that I want to try and focus my attention on. It's going to be the Wild Vigor, so looking to try and get a little bit more damage when you pop that poison. But actually, bear in mind, Rhaegar has gone for the Healing Totem. A definite specific map pick, as you will be finding a lot of value when you're on the shrines.
Yeah, especially considering that there is a couple of crevices and nicks you can put your healing totem in, Skimmy, so it's going to be a lot more safer as well, and receiving a lot more healing, a lot more worth out of that. But we do see them posturing out of mid lane now, though. I really do feel like they're feeling quite confident. They're trying to get this level 10 as fast as they can. As soon as we do see that, there is going to be a fight or a forced fight breaking out.
Yeah, so 6 minutes into this game now, and it looks like Gaming Gladiators are going to break away from the rest of the pack. They are still a level down. They need some map pressure to aid them out right now. They do have the Faster doing a great job of soaking, but he's now currently on wave clear duties in the mid lane. So they even things out. They pick up a mercenary camp. They're going to try and keep this race to 10 in reach, and not drop too many camps, or drop actually too many structures.
Yeah, and we actually see ETC right now, Skimmy, actually soaking up in the top lane. So we do know, of course, that ETC not the fastest lane clearer of them all, but he is he's reasonable, granted. Level 10 is just on the horizon now for Royal Allegiance, but this arguably may be the best time to fight when there is no level 10. So they do see them on the easy camp. The damages are certainly receiving their damage as the combo comes out from Whiskey and Delphia. All the boys are there. Nice power slide coming in as well and getting 2 picks for the side of Raw. Gaming Gladiators, I should say, actually. Zemi taking a lot of damage as well. Condemn coming out, and they need to be very careful and keep him alive here. Healing coming out. Delphia keeping his tank alive. Such a good healer there, and so much trust there by the side of Royal Allegiance. Gaming Gladiators again, sorry. But yeah, so good, so confident, really like their style of play.
Yeah, you described it perfectly there, Starving. You know, just before level 10 has been acquired, I mean, look how close Royal Allegiance are to hitting it now. That's the perfect engagement, the perfect time to force a fight. And you saw them just collapse. Thrall still sitting in the bot lane. They basically went straight for Li Ming, then went for Lunara. Completely exposed, completely weak. What can you do so early on? The interesting thing I want to bring up, though, is the fact that ETC actually timed that camp. And it's now pushing on through the top, forcing Sylvanas to not actually go for the objective, but to clear.
Oh, actually, sorry to interrupt you here, Skimmy. Might be another fight actually engaging. Nicely being popped by Sonya. They're going to be dropped so low, and Big Pond and Whiskey so low already. Big Pond possibly could have died there, but did get some healing, and they do have to drop out of that fight, not actually getting level 10 themselves. So there was still just that slither off, and that just makes you wonder, Skimmy, if you had that level 10, would you have lost that fight? ETC would have had the mosh pit, and Uther would have had the Divine Shield. It's very possible they would have won that team fight and got themselves that Punisher, so you can't help but wonder. But here we go again, maybe another fight coming out. Sundering being used, Zemi going into the midst of it here, trying to pop the power side, and ETC actually not getting anyone in their ultimate there.
Divine
Shield! Very nice zoning though. Whiskey going to be going back and trying to possibly get this gust out, but oh my god, Aloe coming in with a lovely condemn and a lovely gust, and maybe trying to establish a kill here, but it is so risky. Big Pond is taking so much poison damage. He is certainly gone, and wow, what a fight.
Wow, indeed, Starving. I mean, that's just ridiculous, but it's another kill. I don't know what's going on for Game Gladiators. Suddenly just a series of chokes came across for them. And, well, you know, Sylvanas is going to absolutely have a field day with this one, Starving. This fort is going to drop considerably quick. The Punisher's still healthy as ever. I mean, it's on 80% health. They're going to walk on towards this keep. They're most likely going to find themselves 2 more towers and expose the keep. But the real thing I want to talk about, apart from anything, is that Li Ming's gone for a full Arcanal build. Yeah, and that's going to be really interesting in these team fights if they do actually manage to land a very nice ETC ultimate, not to disregard the one we just saw, because didn't actually connect with anyone. Very unfortunate there. John Cena has punched over this wall though, and the frost is certainly coming out. It's cold in the winter down here. It's certainly winter down New Zealand at the moment. Don't know if you can feel it from over there in Australia. Very jealous, but you know, the Punisher's getting dropped very quickly. Bullcrow missing the leap there, so they are safe for the meantime, and the Blessed Shield also being popped as well, so they should just back out of this one, be the safest play. And wow, I think just getting a bit too trigger happy, Royal Allegiance. They're really trying to find the kills, fair enough as well, but didn't actually manage to get any there with those 2 ultimates being popped. Yeah, no, respectable play from them, very close to it, and you know, they've completely decimated that naked keep now. It's open for a win condition, and they know when the next Infernal Shrine comes around, they can decide, do we go for this one or do we push that one through? Bear in mind, Sylvanas is just going to keep doing what she does, pushing out lanes and forcing Faustus to respond. Yeah, and it's going to be very, very annoying for the side of Gaming Gladiators, so that's why it's also important that they really get these picks when they're trying to do this. But Laphvirus actually getting caught out there, actually missing the blink as well, probably going to spill on his defeat. ETC popping the power slide to get out of there. Actually had his ultimate up. Laphvirus may actually get condemned. Oh, he's so low and needs some healing from the Uther right away. Ping's going to be surely coming out. He's trying to be so careful. Actually
actually gets taken out by the very nice Lunara ultimate there, so very nice picks.
No.
Wow, he's going to be fuming after that one.
Yeah, I mean, he walked past that fountain, didn't tap it the first time, walked back in, and
whose fault's that?
Lunara was like, sweet, bro, just give me the kill.
Yeah.
So, you know, you've lost the well cooldown and you've lost your life as well.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, though, was the silence came across, and it just at the very last second, they found the kill with the Divine Shield.
Yeah, Bullcrow actually going in, missing that big jump once more, and actually, just as I say that, missing that gust of very nice awareness by a team of Royal Allegiance. They're probably going to be able to get a kill onto Delphia and Big Pond in the back there. Condemn being popped, yes indeed, they do get that kill. Ragdoll effect, looking beautiful there as Thrall jumps off over into the horizon very gracefully. And wow, these fights just really aren't going on the side of Gaming Gladiators. We saw the Gust come out, even after seeing, the Sonya Bullcrow missing 2 leaps in a row. The fights are still going in their favour, and you've got to wonder why, Skimmy. So, can you elaborate on that and maybe help our viewers understand what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, Sonya's just going to always have that strong potential as soon as she gets into the mix, regardless if she has Wrath or not. She's going to do a lot of damage. If you sit there basically taking a beating, she's going to smash you down. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. The Seismic Slam is going to do work, but look at this, the mosh pit comes across. I don't believe the Divine Shield's going to come too, but...
Very nice Disintegrate to follow up on their damage as well. Delphia taking a lot of damage in return, and Poison already being popped, and oh man, all that damage that was just used has been mitigated, Skimmy there, and Delphia went down regardless anyway, so... Oh man, the XP advantage is just so real for Royal Allegiance right now. They are,
and he had Divine Shield available.
Exactly, had Divine Shield available, didn't even pop it. Gust was possibly available as well, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, to no avail, I'm afraid. Very sad times.
Yeah, so you can see really that they're trying to go for these burst kills. You know, the mosh pit goes across onto 2. They just need that focus fire to blow somebody up. Otherwise, you see, they just lose these extended fights. Lunara, Sonya will sit there all day. Not to mention Sylvanas will interrupt you too. And I believe the Wailing Arrow actually comes to mind was actually prevented what the Divine Shield did.
Yeah, exactly. So really excited to see this fight go down though. Left Virus actually caught out a wee bit. Look at that damage, Skimmy, already dropped to 50%. Receiving that healing, holy light, they're going to top him off, but just such a big use of that healing. They're really going to make it difficult to sustain these fights.
Very scary situation right now because I don't believe Gaming Gladiators have picked up a single Punisher themselves, and it just really snowballs the fact when you have a Sylvanas. Now, most likely, they're going to find themselves an open keep, potentially even a keep complete in the top hand side. And still bear in mind that Naked Keep in the bot lane is always going to get pushed towards, so, you know, Fausted is on wave clear duties, but John Cena jumps in, followed by the leap.
Yeah, massive leap by Sonya. This is how they like to initiate every single fight here. So Zemi looking pretty aggressive in an aggressive stance, taps the well. He's got probably going to be looking for the ETC mosh pit in about 25 seconds when it does come off cooldown here. Delphia and all the rest taking a lot of damage as well. A leap coming out from John Cena himself. And Whiskey and Laugh really just trying their best to clear these waves. Nice Gust being used to just disengage the enemy team as they do take down this Punisher with a bit of breathing room.
I like the engagement that went across, but I believe the gate was still intact, and Ancestral wasn't available for another 20 seconds, so, you know, Bullcrow just getting a little bit too trigger happy there. He saw one leap before. I can leap in as well. I can look up to my role model, and we can jump it up in the WWE League.
Yeah, WWE League is trying to get picked up there and do some fancy stuff, but Rey Mysterio waiting on the other side with a 619 booyah. But don't know if anyone knows that reference there, and I'm quite embarrassed that I know it myself, but that's okay. We were all young once. But here we do see, you know, Gaming Gladiators, they've actually got themselves back into this game nicely. You know, they actually handled that fight very well, I thought. And Kanyu actually getting blown up very nicely. The Wolf connects and, oh, everything connects there.
I think it's deja vu.
That is deja vu from the other game we just casted, indeed.
Or even just level 1 in this game.
Yeah, indeed, Skimmy. So much damage coming out. That's a reason why you don't want to get too overconfident. Left Virus would have got a reset there as well for that, but it's been quite some time now. And look at this, another fight coming out. Condemn being used quite early. Delphia being in the backlines, and nice Sundering being used to disengage that fight. Bullcrow coming in the lines. Gust being used as well to push them to the back of that. Disintegrate going off for a full duration here. And Laugh Forest trying to do as much damage as he can. Bullcrow receiving that Ancestral healing in a 3-man mosh. Nice Disintegrate and follow-ups with the Laugh Forest. He's going to have some resets. Has to get out of there though, and that is a team wipe. And that is the epitome of why you do not let Laugh Forest, or in this case Li Ming, generally get those resets, because it's going to spell doom for you.
I tell you what, Starving, if that was a 5v5, they would have won. But the thing is, they just got a little bit too trigger happy once again. They got a little bit too excited and went for the 4v5. Perhaps if they had the Wrath of the Berserker, that would have gone differently. But with the leap, they're looking to blow up somebody straight away, and they didn't find that kill, and they got punished.
And you've really got to respect the other team. Even if you are in front by like 1 or 2 levels, all it takes is a succession of bad fights, and they can really lose you the game. And we saw it last game, didn't we, Skimmy? So might be something we see similar in this game, but who knows? We don't know yet. In fact, we haven't actually seen these games. So another shrine is activating now, and this is going to be, this is going to be the first interesting one. Maybe this is the first time in this game that we're going to see Gaming Gladiators take away their first Punisher.
Yeah, now we're both teams now equal footing. Both 17 to 17 levels have completely evened out. The Wisp is going to scout out that brush. And the rest of Gaming Gladiators are coming from the east side of the map. Now, they do posture in both tanks, flexing their might as they do activate that Shrine Starving. What are they going to try and do here?
Well, you know what? ETC doesn't have his ultimate for 40 seconds, roughly, Skimmy. So I'm pretty interested to see how they choose to fight this. It could go either way. Ultimates are up, except rather the Ancestral Healing for the side of Royal Allegiance. So they can play this however they like. And Bullcrow taking the front line very nicely. Condemn already being used as well. And oh my lord, Divine Shield being popped. Nice gust as well. But they need to be so careful. He's being popped and does go down right away. So they got very, very aggressive there. Not sure for the reasoning behind that, but that does spell defeat for them in terms of this fight. I don't think it'd be very smart for them to go back in, but look at them, they are posturing around.
They still want more, but look, is that a Sylvanas spot? I believe it is, so it's actually a 4v4 right now, potentially, and they're still looking for kill Starving.
Yeah, and look at that, actually getting dropped so low. Left, Virus, Bullcrow, and Big Pond are just, they're all so low. Delphia going down as well. Level 20 not yet acquired for the side of Gaming Gladiators, so of course Uther is just going to come, he's not going to come right back, he's going to have to wait for that full duration respawn, and actually tried to top up his teammates before he went down, but man, is this a scary game for Gaming Gladiators right now.
It's still a Sylvanas spot, I believe, which is very interesting. But I mean, we need to talk about how that fight started off. Beautiful Divine Shield came across to basically negate the engagement at the start, but he just stayed a little bit too long. And then finally, the trigger happiness of Bullcrow came into succession. He found the kill, he went, "You're still there," bam, gone.
Yeah, I really feel like Pelstad actually didn't quite realise that hadn't been used yet, and he kind of probably should have thought about that a bit more. But that being that thought aside, they are pushing now. The Punisher is in the bot lane, around 50% health already. Left Virus already at 50% of his health as well, but needs to be so careful here. If he does get picked off, this could spell doom. I believe the leap off cooldown. There it goes indeed. The double leap. What does it mean? Whiskey actually using his gust to get the enemy team off them there, dropping that Punisher very nicely. This could spell GG though. They need to be very careful. ETC cannot die here. Oh my lord, they just wasted the Divine Shield to keep him alive, but will it be wasted or will it be for a victory? He needs to get the ETC mosh pit off right now with the power slide coming in. Are we going to see it? Oh my lord, two members on the ETC mosh pit. Are they going to make a comeback from this? Nice reset coming up from Left Forest, but he is so 2 kills, 3 kills. Very, very nice as Delphia goes on to Elo for the next kill. Can they pick this one up? 43% on the core. Wow, what a comeback's going to be. Very, very nice. That is what they needed.
Deary me, Starving. I mean, I thought as soon as you're on that court, that's game, that's set, that's match. But no, Gaming Gladiators say, no, that mosh pit is gonna make things happen. 3-man mosh pit, make the plays, get the kills, win the game.
Everyone loves a bit of guitar, and it just shows.
Strum that guitar hero, mate.
It stuns. It stuns people when you play guitar.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So, if you're ever at a gig or a party and you want to stun the crowd, slap out a guitar. That's the best way to
get on your ETC cosplay at your local Metallica concert and he'll be sure to appreciate what you're doing.
Exactly. And you've got the big pond there for the Sunda, so you can't really go wrong there. So, very big plays, but very lovely team fight. The level advantage actually swinging the advantage. I am not American. Advantage of Gaming Gladiators here. And that's for the first time in this game. So very interesting. They are going to be picking up the level 20 talents here. We do see some pretty interesting ones. Run us through that, Skimmy.
Yeah, so looking at level 20, no surprises there from the youth. They're going for that Resurrect. Boulder to Storm has been picked up, but the Tull Russia Elements. Now, that's the interesting one here. It used to be a lot stronger before, but it's actually been nerfed a fair bit, but still, he's going to actually go for that one. So if he does cycle through his abilities quite well, if he does get the resets, he's going to be peeling people back.
Exactly, so peeling them back and forth. You can't really go wrong. So level 20 obviously being picked up here. They're still a little bit behind on the side of Royal Allegiance, trying to get that before they actually get into this next fight. I actually think what Gaming Gladiators are doing right now is posturing around the bot, trying to get some damage off on there for free, but they are going to leave now as they do actually rotate up towards the shrine. So what's going to happen here, Skimmy?
Yeah, well, first of all, they need to get level 20. They've cleared out the Shaman camp from Gaming Gladiators, and they've got their own one pushing on through. They basically just traded out mercenaries in top and bot, and they're not going to be too fussed about the bot lane because they do have those cannon minions pushing in their favour, so that will clear them out quite easily. They do have the members going down, though. They still need level 20. They've committed 4 members Starving. Are they going to get punished as a result here? Because, I mean, this is 20 minutes into the game now.
I don't think they needed to commit that many members down there, especially considering they should be able to rotate up as this isn't the biggest map of them all. So, I mean, they did get their level 20, and it's already 22 skulls for the side of Gaming Gladiators, so they're a bit behind here. It is going to be the Frozen Punisher. Zami taking up the front lines, missing that Condemn as well. Bullcrow taking a bit of damage from the Arcane Orb, is going to put it on cooldown, and a big summary being popped in the background. Nice gust with the improved ETC ultimate, actually catching out 3 members, and that is massive. Big Pong coming up with a follow-up here, and Sundering is on cooldown. There's a Disintegrate being popped as well. Ancestral Healing coming over to LO. Grunt Shot being taken out as well. But no, this surely spells a defeat in terms of this fight for Royal Allegiance. The Frozen Punisher is being picked up. This could seriously spell GG. 54 seconds for Rhaegar, 46 for Sonya, 40 for Lunara, and 63 for Joanna. So, wow, Skimmy, this could really spell the end.
Yeah, I mean, they literally just found, Lunara on her own, and Big Pond committed so heavily. Thought, you're not going to be able to run away from me, girl. I'm going to Boulder Storm on top of you. You're going to swipe right. You're going to die too. Sylvanas is still a bot starving, so, how upset would you be this close to winning the game?
Yeah, 43% close to winning the game, and I mean, yeah, really gotta pay them respect for that one. It's a bit unfortunate that they do lose that player, so... But of course these things do happen. It wouldn't be fair on Gaming Gladiators if we said they win just because they lost a player and you got to forfeit this one. That wouldn't make sense at all. So GG to Gaming Gladiators. Their name is actually GG. I didn't even realise until now. So
the name is GG.
They're foreshadowing their own victory in a weird way.
GG to GG, but lots of keyboards and mice will be broken as a result of this game, and the game ends in quick succession there as ETC rocks it out with the gust, blowing people back.
Very blown back indeed, so very nice game. Gotta call GG. Congratulations to Gaming Gladiators.